Thank you. Stuart Smith.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. The Geographical Indications Registration Amendment Bill is a really important bill and takes a great step forward for the wine industry, and I welcome it into this second reading. But I'd like to start by acknowledging the Select Committee Chair, and Ian McKelvey, who's graciously allowed me to back a little bit further up the order. So I thank him very much for that. But I'd like to set the scene a little, because the wine industry has really in New Zealand blossomed, as the Minister pointed out, and the previous speaker, with the sales growing to 1.6 billion. But it started at a very low level, and that I think the real step forward for the wine industry was when Ernie Hunter entered his Sauvignon Blanc in the Sunday Times wine show in London, which had two sections, one which was judged by professional judges and one that was judged by popular choice. And Ernie was never backward at coming forward when it came to marketing. So he sort of organised it so when the public were going through the wine show, that they could taste his wine and taste bluff oysters that had been flown especially to London on the Concorde. Now, those people who've paid a bit of attention will know that the Concorde has never been to New Zealand, and the oysters weren't bluff oysters, in fact, but it didn't matter. Not only did he win the popular vote, he also won the actual professional judge, and that's really what launched Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc on the world stage. And its unique flavours really speak to the terroir, which is what was mentioned by the previous speaker. And that is what people are really looking for when they go along the shelf in their supermarket or in their wine store looking for a wine. They're looking for an assurance of a taste and a quality that they like and identify with. And that it really comes down to the geographical indicator. We know that wine and the flavours that wine produce is closely related to where they are grown. Not exactly sure what that's about. Is it the soil? Is it the climate? It's probably an amalgam of all of those things, as well as the people that are involved with it. And that's actually what the literal translation of terroir is. But it's a really an important part for the wine industry to step forward. The industry is really anticipating this and has already put a lot of work into where the boundaries of those geographical indicators are. In New Zealand, that's pretty easy in a lot of cases because they're bound by geography. In the case of Marlborough, it's bound by the sea, by hills on either side, and frost if you go far enough inland. So it's quite a confined area really for that geographical indicator. The wine style is absolutely consigned to that. And I think the Select Committee really enjoyed seeing all of those people come before it to speak and give their evidence on. You're going to stop me now.
I apologise for interrupting the member. This debate is interrupted and set down for resumption next sitting day. The House stands adjourned until 2 p.m. tomorrow.